Welcome back to the Delaware Way. We continue our conversation with Jonathan Starkey, a reporter for Delaware Online and the News Journal. And we continued our conversation during the break. And Jonathan just said something that I thought was actually stunning. You said that you believe the state is, I shouldn't say believe, you probably know that the state is hiding some money, that they have some pools of money that they don't want to display.
Well, I think that, hiding might be a strong word, but they certainly have money that they can draw on late in the year. I mean, when they go out with their bond sale, they have bond premium money. It returns millions of dollars to the budget they can use late in the process.
Wait a second. If you're crying poor and you have a budget in front of you and you say, hey, like we got to get rid of this tax break and we got to increase gas taxes by 10% and we've got to take some money from DelDOT and put it over here. And then they have other money. I think hiding is fair.
Well, maybe it is. Yeah, I think the S&P settlement's a good example. They have $25 million, and they're talking about $12.5 million for taxes on seniors. I mean, sometimes I think that these conversations, they often have short-term conversations when the longer-term conversation is more important. Where, for example, the S&P money's one-time money they could potentially use to balance the budget this year, where nobody's talking about that. But they could, but the real problem with the senior tax is the long-term cost of it. So, but certainly they have money sitting around. I mean, I think that they'll have money from a bond premium that'll get flowed into the budget later in the year, and money from the financial settlement with S&P.
We only have a little bit of time left, but if they have that money, this is a bad year to bring this up.
It could be, yeah. I mean, it could be. I think that. I think that maybe it is a long-term argument. I think maybe the governor is saying, look, this is something we need to address. He looks at the budget. He understands the costs are going up every year.
And he has to do it because he's leaving office, and the next governor won't get that opportunity because that would hurt him in running for re-election. So it's the kind of proposal you have to make.
Yeah.
But does he have the power at this point to do something like this?
I think lawmakers are showing certainly less deference to Governor Jack Markell than they have in the past. Last year he couldn't get a single Democrat in the House of Representatives to introduce a 10-cent increase in the gas tax. This year, Democrats have already said, they've already voted on a resolution in the Joint Finance Committee that they don't broadly support this senior tax proposal. I think that there are questions, I guess, like for any governor entering his last 2 years, what kind of support he has in Legislative Hall. So I think he certainly has his work cut out for him in Dover.
It's going to be fascinating. Are you going down there today?
I'll be down there today, yeah, for budget hearings.
For all the budget stuff? So please come back. It's always fascinating to talk to you. Yeah, Jonathan Starkey of Delaware Online and the News Journal. And that wraps up the Delaware Way. Certainly not the budget debate, but we will continue to talk about that in future shows. I'm Larry Menti. Thank you for joining us. Stick around for another thing.